KUGAN CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're in Hollywood. I'm delighted to be joined by the one and only, one of the original freestylers, Jeremy Lynch. What's going on, mate?
I want that on camera as well. I'm a massive fan of KUGAN and IFL TV. I'm a subscriber.
So people won't know, but about 8 years ago, when we were first starting out, we came to an event, and I can't remember what event it was. I think it was in Romford. And you had this mask on, and you were doing your thing with a mask on, which is still on IFL TV.
The shop opening, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Adam Ryan, I think the geezer's name was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Adam and Simon Ryan.
Simon Ryan, yeah. I love those guys, the twins. Mate, I don't remember doing something with you. I just know that I love your channel, love what you're doing, love your interview style, and yeah, keep it up. Just more success to you, brother.
Much appreciated, but I do remember that because I do remember you had this mask on. It's the first time I've ever seen you, but then since then I've kind of seen your progression as well into F2, is it? F2, yeah, and kind of the rise of that. And it's like, even though I watch some of them things and I'm thinking like, are these camera shots? Like, are you really doing this shit?
It's all real. But
I was joking. I know it's real, but some things you do, I'm like,
no,
bro.
Admittedly, like, some stuff takes a few goes. That's pretty much it. But then when you get it, you just play it cool, and it looks really good. We done a collaboration with Lomachenko.
With who?
Vasyl Lomachenko.
Oh wow! Sorry, I didn't hear you, whose name you said, but
Have you not seen it?
no, I haven't seen it. What? No.
Mate, when I'm filming with him, I'm thinking KUGAN's gonna watch this and love this. Mate, it's on YouTube.
I actually haven't seen it, and I feel disrespected when you said his name. I didn't hear you, and I went, the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. I just went, who?
Yes. With the pound for pound #1 in the world, Vasyl Lomachenko, we did a video with him. It's on F2 Freestylers YouTube channel now. Mate.
I promise you, tomorrow, when Arsenal are losing 5-0 to Leicester away, yeah? Jeremy, when they're losing 5-0 away to Leicester, I'll turn it on then, because I know they're going to get beat tomorrow. Anyway, but
I'm an Arsenal fan.
I know. I see you were doing something with Ian Wright recently as well. What were you doing?
Love him.
I know,
Love
Ian
him.
Wright.
Mate, he's one of my favourite people in the world. He's just such a good guy. Love him. We had to do an Adidas launch event, but we ended up doing a TikTok video where it's like a funny dance. I just love that guy, man.
Do you know what? I've been trying to do an interview with Ian Wright for about the last 18 months, yeah? And like, he followed me on Insta and Twitter, and we were messaging and like, all right, we're going to do it. But I appreciate that he's got his own channel. He's busy like 24/7. I get that with Ian Wright, but it is on my bucket list before I die. So if you see him in the near future, you need to get him on IFL. I'd love to sit down. It's a personal one for me. It's not going to appeal to anyone watching it, apart from if you're an Arsenal fan. But I need to get Righty on.
Mate, I'm very close with Righty and his manager, Roscoe. It's going to happen.
I'd love it to happen, and like I literally just put out a picture from us from like 20 years ago when he joined West Ham, right? Because I met him. I didn't meet him when he was at Arsenal. He joined West Ham and I met him. Put his picture out and said, look, this is a plea. Righty, do the interview for IFL. So if you're watching, with the help of Mr. Lynch here, we'll get Righty.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, mate. I want it to happen for you.
I'd love it to. Let's talk about tomorrow night. KSI, Logan Paul, two YouTubers headlining a professional card at the Staples Centre. Everyone's had their opinion about kind of whether the fight should even be happening or headlining, to be honest with you. But what is your take on, like I said, two YouTubers turning professional and fighting on a professional card at the Staples Centre?
Okay, so obviously I am a YouTuber. F2's got over 10 million subscribers. We've been very successful on YouTube, so I understand this world. But I'm also an avid boxing fan, and that's hence why I'm a subscriber to IFL TV and love your videos. And I do understand the purist boxers, the purist boxing fans' sort of thought process. That being said, I think it's good for boxing because, trust me, this event is going to get so many young kids who are YouTube fans into the sport of boxing, which so many people love and respect, and so much good will come of this. More boxing fans, it will translate to professional boxers, like people like the likes of Billy Joe Saunders, for example. There's no way he's not going to gain fans out of tonight because his boxing style is entertaining to watch, and some of the fans who are not there to watch him, they're going to see him and they're going to think, wow, that was impressive. I'm going to follow the progress of this guy. So yeah, I think Eddie Hearn is a visionary. He's ahead of the game. I think that from this one boxing match, I would not be surprised if DAZN gains more subscribers from this one event than from any of its previous professional boxing bouts. But that being said, I've done some sparring, and like I said, I watch your videos and love the pure sport of boxing. And I actually think it takes more discipline to be a professional boxer than to be a professional footballer. And football's the world I come off. So I totally respect and love the sport of boxing and wish that I was better at it, to be honest. So I'm a bit like you, like, we accept that, okay, we're going to have to be probably spectators on this one and just love the sport from a spectator's point of view. But yeah, I see that point of view, but honestly, I think it's such a positive thing for boxing, and I think in general, it's human nature to be a little bit maybe guarded against change sometimes, and a lot of people don't like change, but this is the world we're living in, this is the direction that things are going in, and I think that it guarantees that boxing stays relevant with this up-and-coming generation of YouTube-loving fans, and it's covering territory. So KSI is pretty much the biggest in the UK, and Logan's one of the biggest in the States. They've got massive audiences in the States and in the UK, and their audiences, what is their attention on right now? Boxing. I'm telling you, it's good for the sport. And what's good as well, sorry, I'm rambling here.
You're all right.
I think that if anyone watches KSI and Logan, you can see that through having to train for this fight, they've developed a true respect for the sport, and nobody is here to disrespect the pure sport of boxing.
Just finally, Jeremy, because I know obviously you're on a night out technically as well, so from what you've seen this week, who's got into whose head more? Who's got the edge from what you've seen from JJ and Logan Paul this week? The weighing's done, everything's done, it's just about them in the ring tomorrow, but who's kind of edged it, maybe psychologically for you?
It's really hard to say, you know. They're both intelligent men, I'm telling you. They both know what they're doing. They both, I would say they've both studied psychological techniques, and they both have made a good effort to get into the other one's head. It's really hard to say because they got such good poker faces. I think KSI had Logan on the ropes maybe with the question about Muhammad Ali and who he's fought. If you study boxing, tell me 3 people that he's fought against.
What's 10 times 10?
100. But then that was a good comeback by Logan because he asked a question that's mathematical questions, which are, you know, there's a simple answer to it, but under pressure with millions watching, I think Logan knows that if you ask certain mathematical questions, most people will question themselves. What's 8 times 7? Obviously, we know it's 56.
But you know what, Jeremy, when everyone in that press conference, I guarantee you, yeah, when he was saying that, were trying to work it out themselves. Like, they were, and he was doing the awkward ones that you have to like, think
Mate,
about.
I'm telling you, it's psychology. 'Cause I'm quite good at maths, but I was watching it thinking, wow, if I was in that position, put on the spot like that, unexpected, I'd take a minute to think, and by that time, it looks like you've had to think about what's quite a simple question. And then you think, oh, I'm not going to answer it now because it looks like I've waited too long. I had to think too hard. Mate, it was a good comeback. So I think it was close. Hard to call.
No problem. Well, listen, we've got not long to find out tomorrow, till tomorrow. So, Jeremy, I appreciate your time on IFL TV on a night out. So, yeah, big up F2.
Much respect, my brother.
If you want to see some mad Sri Lankan who can do some weird Kanu tricks, don't call me, because I can actually play though. But I'm not like your levels, but I can actually like I can play.
You've got the height. You could be a centre back. I'm just saying. The same way.
I would be a centre back, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm your Lee Chapman.
anytime you want to collab with us, we can collab.
Top man. Jeremy Lynch, thank you very much for talking to us and enjoy your night. Hopefully we'll catch a word of you after the fight tomorrow night.
100%. 100%.
Top man.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.